So I got a great question on my video from yesterday talking about the Burr method and cash out refis. That's basically what I was discussing, why I'm more focused on getting equity out of my properties over time via cash out refi than holding them as cash flowing rentals. First and foremost, to cover the closing cost thing, 1% of the loan amount, that's a good ballpark. Talk to a loan officer about the finer details there. Adding points to the loan might lower your rate long term, but increase your closing costs in the short term, just as an example. But I sense a little bit, and I could be wrong here, but I want to help as many people as I can through your question, a little bit of hesitation about why would I want to add more debt? Why would I want to stay in debt? Shouldn't I be trying to pay the property off and then that increases the cash flow and then the bank's not getting all that interest from me? I can see how a lot of people would have that mindset. And I sure as heck did when I first got into all this stuff and started learning about it. Rich Dad Poor Dad, The Burr Method by David Green. These are probably the best two books I'd recommend to expose yourself to the opportunity that might be available with what I'm discussing, by the way. So feel free to read those books. But a couple things. Number one, remember this: the property's worth what it's worth. Your debt position does not change the value. If the house is worth $300,000, doesn't matter if it's paid off or if you have 100% financing on it, it's still worth $300,000. Okay. So you can let that equity sit there, or you could use that equity, like I'm going to buy more assets, which helps grow my wealth over time, right? That's kind of the main appeal of doing this. Also, let's remember this is a rental property. So it's not me making these loan payments necessarily, okay? It's the income from the property, the rent collected from the tenant. Remember that if you want to rent, you are paying someone else's mortgage. Just so you know, you're getting a lot of convenience and your liabilities are a lot lower, but you are paying someone else's mortgage here. Okay, so just remember that. In this particular cash out refi I'm analyzing right now for myself, I might actually be going from a 4% interest rate to a 6% interest rate. And for a lot of people, that's like, oh, why would you do that? Well, again, I can put tens of thousands of dollars in my pocket, tax free, and use that money to go buy more rentals while still having a monthly payment that is below what the rent is. So I'm still going to have a little cash flow cushion here for some expenses, insurance increases over time, things like that. So it's not like I'm sucking every ounce of equity out of this property. I'm letting the monthly rent be the stopgap for what my new monthly payment is allowed to be. That's another, whole analysis you'll want to do with the licensed loan professional that's going to help you do a cash out refi, for example. You want to crunch those numbers and make sure that in an ideal world, you're not paying out of pocket after all this is said and done. Anyway, I hope that answers some of your question and helps others. If you have more real estate questions, leave me a comment, send me a DM. We're always here to help.